back on the XR6. After one of my previous videos I had some suggestions that doing some oil changes and a flush or two may fix the issue that I'm having. Apparently the issue is just to do with oil pressure up around the solenoids, oil pressure or just oil not getting up there. I've got those new ones, well, replacement ones in, which are clean, so I know they're not clogged, so maybe it's something internally inside. See if it'll start. I haven't started it today. But, I think when it's cold it doesn't really seem to have an issue. It's just when the oil heats up. Yeah. That's the first start for the day. Now there's no knocking or anything coming from the engine. So it is a weird one. The old bloke that had it before me was driving it as a daily for a little while, so until the day that the oil light came on and it died on him, which it did to me on my test drive the other day. But I just started it up and away we went again. There is that underlying noise, maybe starving of oil. But it does sound like the top end, so it's like the top end's not getting oil. Maybe the galleries are clogged up, so maybe it could be worth getting the flush and just throwing it in, get some cheap shitty oil and giving it a go. If it doesn't work, then sort of $50 I guess down the drain, but maybe we'll know at least. The fuel light just dropped on me again and dropped on me, and the gauge dropped to 0, so but now it's slowly going back up again. Very strange. There it goes. What the hell would cause that? And then as soon as I turn the key off, it's got a full tank of fuel in it. As soon as I turn the key off, made a liar out of me. Try it again. Took the key out this time. There it goes, it's going back up again. Very strange. I wonder if that could be an issue with the battery. I know these can have some gremlins when there's not enough battery charge. The battery doesn't sound too healthy, but it is starting the car. I think I might grab an oil flush on the way to work today, so I'll leave a little bit earlier. But I think I know why. Well, I figured out why the plugs for here were out. The little bracket, oh, I must have left it on the other car. The bracket that holds them in was broken. What did I do with it? But I just went and got one off the other car at the back, so they'll clip straight in. Plug those in and that's one thing done. Let's see if I can get him in. Of course not. Got them plugged in. I don't think the globes in them work. That's that done. That's better. Getting some static through the through the radio. I don't know if it's picking it up. Fucking cars outside. I'll try and start it. So you have to hold it on or just press it? Hold it, so press it. Oh, there we go. So it's not a quick press. I haven't had one of these ones. I've only had the Falcons with the premium stereo with the little button down here. So yeah, but yeah, that's working. I wasn't sure if it was working or not, but it is working fine. And the fog light one's working as well. Not going to die or anything. I think I might take it for a little spin after swapping those solenoids out. So I only did that yesterday and I haven't driven it since. So I'll take it for a drive and see what happens. I just moved it down the driveway, gave it a squirt, and she had felt like a V8 supercar. So I don't know. Maybe she just needs some oil sorted out, and then this is just wishful thinking. Oh, here we go. And it's gone off again. So that's what it was doing. I'm still going to take it for a quick spin, because if it cooks it, I don't really care. Buckle up for safety. Oil light's come on now, and it's staying on. Pulls are fine. Pulls absolutely fine. It actually drives quite nice. That oil light on. So we might do that. I might just get a flush. I'm not going to go too far, obviously, just because I don't want to get stranded anyway. It's quite strange. Maybe it is just something in the gallery that's blogging it up, and yeah, I think I might be looking too much into this. I'll give it an oil flush, engine flush. Chuck some shitty oil in it, see how it goes. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to swap it out. I don't want to be doing this shit, fucking around trying to troubleshoot, to be honest. I just can't be bothered. I'd rather just swap it out and be done with it. See how it goes here. It hasn't stalled, it hasn't even attempted to stall. It's idling beautifully. And when I took it the other day, it didn't want to idle. Well, it did, but it was hesitant. Not going to give it shit or anything, not with that light on, but it's driving like it should. Quite responsive, actually. Yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll get a flush on the way and we'll flush it out maybe tomorrow. Fingers crossed. It does need a wheel alignment. The steering wheel's off a little bit. Either that or the tyres are fucked. It's got shit tyres on it, so. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now and come back maybe tomorrow. So I've just pulled into the driveway at home and it literally stalled as I pulled up to turn in. So I've just rolled into the gate and I've gone to start it again. And nothing. It's going to click. It sort of sounds like the starter motor goes to kick and then... Oh, I think that might be what the old bloke was thinking was the seized engine. Yeah, that's what it might have been doing, because that's what it sounds like. This car has some gremlins. I think that might have just triggered me to just... I'm just going to do the swap, I think. I'm not going to piss fart around with this. Yeah. I think that might be it for this one. Engine swap. It is. And that's how this Ford is at the moment. A little bit upside down. I've managed to push it in from the gate. And nothing when I'm turning the key. I don't know why the fuel gauge keeps going up way over full. And then it drops down to sort of between 3/4 and full. I think the starter motor's fucked. Wayne. But I can't be bothered today, I really can't. I'm just gonna leave it here in the driveway. Well, it's the next day, and it turns out after that drive yesterday, the not so eventful test drive, it died when we got to the gate and it wouldn't start again. I was turning it over and it sounded like the engine was seized, but pushed it over here and left it overnight. But it was just clicking like the starter motor wasn't kicking over, so I got some jumper leads and put some leads on it, and then we got it to turn over, but it's definitely not starting now. It's turning over like there's no compression, so I think we may have cooked it. We might have done some damage, which is fine, but it's just given me a reason now to just, yeah, pull this out and swap it out. So that's going to be a job probably for this weekend, maybe. I was going to start it today. I don't start till later this afternoon, work, but it's been quite wet today, as you can see. I'll just see if it'll turn over now, and you can have a listen to what it's doing. Oh, if the battery's got any charge. And I don't know, because if this battery was stuffed, that could have been what was causing those gremlins with the fuel gauge dropping and stuff like that as well. Because I know these cars can do some weird things when the battery's knackered. So if you listen, she's fucked. It's just spinning over freely, like there's no compression at all. I'll go again. So I'm assuming she's cooked. I think I'm just going to leave it for a few days. The car's going to be stuck here. And then I'll get it up into the shed, and I think I might pull the other engine out first out of the other car and have that in the shed ready to go, so when I get this one out I can put the other one straight in and be done with it. But yeah, that's an update on where we're at. I'm gonna have to pull this engine out, which I'm sort of happy with. At least that way I know it's going to be a good engine in it, and we'll call it a day. And then I'll keep some spare parts off this one for my engine. When I turbo it, I might use this sump and just do things like paint this rocker cover. I might take the timing cover, paint that, get the sump tapped ready for a turbo drain, things like that, which I can use, so that'll be handy. So yeah, for now this car is just sitting idle, and this weekend might be an engine swap deal, so I'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not in a rush to get this done, but at the same time I sort of want it done. So yeah, so until then, yeah.